In this video, I'm going to talk to you about these couple of windows in the bottom right of the MonoDevelop debugger. That's the CallStack and the immediate window. And so what I've done here is I've attached the debugger to Unity, I've created a breakpoint, and I've run Unity and hit that breakpoint. So first, what we can see in the CallStack is what we would expect. It gives us the CallStack. So it tells us that we started an update, and then we called instantiate ships, and it even actually gives us the values that were passed to that method. Next up, the immediate window. This is kind of the more interesting of the two. Now, the immediate window allows us, it's a little bit like C#Pad. It actually allows us to start running a little bit of code, checking some things, modifying some things. So what can we do here? Well, we can do basic math, say new 1 plus 2. We can print out the value of things, so say multiplier. We can actually modify values. So we can take multiplier and multiply it by 1.1. Say we're going to add 10%, and multiplier becomes 1.65. And just as an FYI, if we hover over it, we can see that the value has been updated everywhere in the debugger. We can set values directly, so I could set I is equal to 0, and that's going to sort of restart my loop here. We can actually even run some very simple methods. So for instance, this rand fraction, I can actually type rand fraction and evaluate that, and it'll return me a value of, in this case, 0.455. So we can do actually quite a few things. We can sort of tweak some values, try a few things. There are things we can't do. We can't construct new objects. So for instance, I can't do position plus equal to new vector 3, 0f, 1f, 0f. Because I'm trying to construct a new vector here, it's going to tell me evaluation failed. Another thing that we can't do is anything that requires Unity to actually be running for it to happen. So for instance, debug.log, we can't do that, because that would actually require Unity to be unpaused, because debug.log writes things out to the console, and it can't do that while we're paused. So there's a few things we can do, but the immediate window is mostly for very simple things, tweaking values, that kind of thing. And that's really the power of it, is it's good for determining what in the current state of your game is causing the issue. It allows you to, sort of change a value here, try continuing in the code, see what happens, change a value again, try continuing the code, see what happens. So it allows you to do sort of a very fast iteration process. It allows you to immediately change things and see the effects. And again, the CallStack and the immediate window are these bottom right things that we haven't covered so far, and they give us the stack trace, and they allow us to change some simple things in our code.